"I am a very sick person." The very first words that Joe Metheny said after his arrest. Not only he took 13 lives according to his confession, he made some of them into patties that he later sold to unsuspecting customers. Working as a truck driver, Metheny was often absent from home, and one time he returned to see his girlfriend and their little son gone. She had a drug addiction like Metheny, and Joe thought she left with another man and started living on the streets with him, so he embarked on some serious revenge hunt. After two homeless men failed to give him any kind of information, he killed them both with an axe and tossed their bodies into the river. He was arrested, but very soon released after the police failed to find the bodies and any kind of evidence that would connect him to the murders. After being freed, Metheny killed two sex workers, believing that they withheld information about his missing girlfriend. He transported the corpses home as opposed to throwing them into the river. He then dissected them, putting the meatiest places in Tupperware containers, and what didn't fit in his freezer, he buried in a truckload owned by the pallet company he worked for. He combined the flesh of the sex workers with beef and pork over the course of several weekends, shaping it into nice little patties, and he set up a tiny barbecue station by the side of the road where he would sell his specialty. Whenever he needed more of his special meat, he would just venture out and find another sex worker. He later said that no one had ever complained about the meat tasting strange, and actually nobody seemed to notice that the hamburgers had a small amount of extra ingredients. In 1996, he was finally apprehended after Rita Kemper, a potential victim, managed to get away from him and immediately called the police. Metheny was given a death sentence after a jury declared him guilty, but 4 years later, a judge overruled this decision and imposed 2 consecutive life sentences instead.